Welcome. I'm the Deadwoodjedi. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, I just wanted to send you guys a quick update of how the trip is going because I'm having an absolutely fabulous time. I have been recording some stuff, but obviously it takes some time to edit it. I'm getting like bits and pieces here and there. I don't even know if any of it's going to be really good footage. I'm sure I'll put out at least a video, probably 2 or 3, just, with snippets. They may not be the most, high quality videos I've ever put out, but it's such a cool experience, such a cool trip. I was talking to some of the guys on Discord and I realized, I should probably just do a quick video recap of what this has been like for me. I met up, I went to Amsterdam. We flew out to Amsterdam and then, I was only there for a few days, but I was very thankful. I got to meet up with Victor TS. I got to meet up with Jazz Slayer, who, if you guys are in my streams, you've seen him around. He's in a lot of people's streams. Super nice people. Super nice. I just, it kind of blows my mind. I've been using this analogy of when you know these people online, it's like you have a charcoal drawing of them, right? You have an idea of who they are. You kind of get a sense of, the person they are. But then I get to meet them in person. It's like filling it in with color. The charcoal's still there. That's still true, but I get much more details, and it's just great. As you can see, I'm in London right now. We arrived last night. It was a very long day of travel for me specifically. My parents too. So we're kind of taking a chill day today. I think later this week I'm going to be meeting up with all the England and Irish boys. Nub's coming up. We're going to be hanging out with YST, Scratch, Hell Hades, Fixion, Saphira. I think there's some other people I might be forgetting. I don't know. I think Coldbrew might come up. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But it's just a really, really, really nice trip. So I've just been having a great time. So we were in Amsterdam and, just traveling, hitting cafe, having a beer, chilling by the canals. We took a canal trip with my parents. It was lovely city. Everybody was extremely nice, extremely beautiful. Yeah, it was just gorgeous. It was super warm though, like very hot actually. That was a little bit of a wrinkle I wasn't expecting. My parents went and saw a bunch of the different museums. Apparently the Reich Museum, that's the Rembrandt one, is apparently amazing. So definitely worth seeing if you guys ever head out. But I cannot recommend enough. Go to Amsterdam. It is a great vacation spot. Definitely something worth checking out. For me, after that, I was there for a couple of days and then I went to Poland. And actually, this is why I say, these people are just amazing. I actually missed my flight, which was a big hassle. It turned into a really long travel day. But, Jazz, both Victor and Jazz took me to the airport. Victor had to go see his family, but Jazz stuck with me basically till I got on the airplane. It was really nice of him to do that, help facilitate, because I don't speak any Dutch. I don't speak anything but English, so it's a little tricky to communicate sometimes. But everybody I've talked to has been super nice and helped me out. But I flew to Poland, got in really late, and made my way to the hotel there. And then the next day, I hung out with Banana Jam, which was awesome. This is our basically what did he call it? Our community coordinator, or she's a person us CCs talk to all the time and gives us all our information. And she was just fabulous, Had a really nice time. We took a nice long walk through the city. She had some work to do, but then we walked through the city, went down to the river there, which was absolutely gorgeous. Warsaw in Poland is phenomenal. Super modern city, very nice. The architecture was great. You see it's like some of these old structures, some of these new ones. There's a lot of sky rises I was surprised by. They have a really cool, we went to a very cool food court type thing. It's not quite like the US, the food's good. It's not all fast food, right? And they have, a really cool mall, and it was very nice. I was very surprised actually how cool a city it was. So that's actually, it was never on my list of places to visit. I was just going there to meet the Plarium folks, but now it is on my list of places to visit. So Warsaw was really cool. But yeah, Banana was great. Just really, she's very funny, very sarcastic, super humble. But we had a great time. And then I got to go to the office where I got to meet Ace High, and she's the other coordinator with all the CCs. So the two people I talked to I got to meet them both, and that was very exciting. And then we also met with Stas. I'm going to butcher his title, and I feel really bad about this, but I think he's the assistant director of game design. I think that's right. But he's pretty, he does a lot of the game design for the game. He's definitely involved in all of it, right? Whether, we're talking about, any of the new features, right? So like Hydra or Live Arena, all that stuff. And it was very interesting talking to him because I didn't put all of it. I didn't record all of it. There's it was one of those things where it's like I'm visiting these people and I want to see them and I want to be, cool with them. And I didn't want to make them uncomfortable, right? I'm not out here to do an interview. I'm out here to visit. And I think that's important. But I obviously wanted to get a little bit of recording footage in and check some of the stuff out. So when I was talking to them, I didn't record everything, right? We talked like the whole time. I was asking so many questions. I couldn't help myself. I kept getting mad. I was like, dang it, I wasn't going to ask anything more about Raid, but it's like, it was so much a part of my life, so much a part of his life. And he was very eager to talk about stuff. But obviously I didn't want to record everything because I wanted to, kind of hear what he's actually talking about. And so I'm sure there's lots of snippets in there that, I can share. There's not like anything was really privileged. But I'm sure there's some stuff. I just didn't want to be as careful with his words, right? So I'm sure there's some stuff I'll share on stream later on at some point, just talking. But he was super insightful, and it was really interesting, listening to the way they talk about how the game, what the focus is, the things that we think are true that just aren't true. It was very interesting to kind of get his perspective, and obviously he has a perspective just like we do. So it was really interesting, but it's very obvious talking to everybody that they care deeply about the game, that the company itself has a very family feel to it, which I think is really cool. Obviously the war has impacted so much of that. And it was really encouraging to see the way they've, kind of all taken up that challenge of dealing with it. The fact that all of them send tons of money back home to help support, the people and the war effort and all that, I think it was really inspiring, actually. It's the kind of approach that you would hope that the people in your community would do when a tragedy hits. And so often they do, right? But it's actions speak louder than words, right? I know there's a saying like the meaning's in the metal or something like that, but I can't remember. Anyway, it was a fabulous trip. Honestly, I was bitter I only got to spend one day with all those people. I would have loved to spend more time. But then we came to England yesterday, and it was the longest day of travel. I was up at like 7 in the morning, 6:37 in the morning, and then we finally arrived here in London at like, I think we got at the hotel at like 11 or something like that. It was a long day. One of our flights got canceled, but it was fine. We made it, and so now I'm really excited. Today's probably going to be a day of leisure. My bag got lost on the way here to London, so I'm going to kind of chill out today. Hopefully wait for my bag to arrive, and then I'm hopeful I'll have clothes tomorrow. And then I think I might go meet up with Scratch. I think Pavo might come out to say hello. And I'm going to meet up with all the other boys on Saturday, which should be really fun. So in the meantime, we'll be, chilling, doing some tours. All I want to do is hang out in a pub and have a beer. That's all I want to do, honestly. And I think that's one of the best things about this is like, it's not just taking the trip and visiting people, which is it's so nice. And it's such a surprise, right? Because, it's always nervous to meet people, but like, I kind of know them already. I do know them already. That's the thing. And the more I do this, the more I realize I actually do know them. Even though we only talk on the internet, I do actually know them. And so it's great. And I'm really loving that. But also it's nice to get away from home and kind of really put everything aside. I haven't played Raid since I've been out here. And I'm probably not going to because I just, that little break I think is going to be really nice. And I don't think I'm missing anything too serious. So, but yeah, I thought it's very, very fun. But I want to do just a quick catch-up video for you guys so you kind of know what's coming out. Obviously, some of the other stuff I think we're going to need to do some more serious editing on. So I probably won't be able to get out to you guys till I get back in town. But hopefully you guys can get this and hear what's going down. And that's what we got going on. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Thanks for making this sort of thing possible. Because very honestly, without you guys, none of this would be possible. That's a point actually at Plarium. Kept pointing out Stas and Banana Jam and Ace. They kept pointing out to me over and over. It's like, without the players, we got nothing. So, thank you guys. Very much appreciated. All right, that's all I got. So next we meet, hopefully soon, on the Deadwood Jedi.